Welcome, truth seekers, to the 11th Hour Revelation channel. If you hunger for profound biblical insights, if you dare to gaze into the ancient depths of divine power, then you're precisely where you need to be. Before we plunge into the monumental subject before us today, I urge you, if you haven't already, to click that subscribe button, ring the notification bell, and join our growing community. Like this video, share it with those who need to hear these vital truths, for what you're about to witness is not for the faint of heart. For millennia, humanity has pondered the nature of God. Is he solely a God of love, of boundless mercy, of endless grace? Or is there another, equally formidable aspect to his divine being? A side rarely discussed in comfortable sermons, a power that has, at critical junctures in history, erupted with cataclysmic force, reshaping the very fabric of existence. Today we confront that formidable truth. We delve into the annals of sacred scripture, not to instill mere fear, but to stir a holy reverence, to awaken a profound understanding of the God who governs all. Have you ever truly considered the awesome, terrifying might of the Almighty? Have you ever dared to imagine the earth itself trembling, the heavens roaring as divine judgment descends? We are about to embark on a journey through 7 pivotal moments when God's wrath did not merely whisper, but roared, shaking the very foundations of the earth. These are not fables. These are historical records, divine interventions that serve as eternal warnings and profound revelations of God's character. Because of the sheer magnitude and chilling detail we must uncover, this will be presented not as a single video, but as a series of powerful episodes. You are watching the very first one, and I urge you to stick with us to the very end of this video, and then to watch every single episode in this vital series. Each one will deepen your understanding, each one will peel back another layer of divine power, and I promise you, the very last episode will be the one that terrifies you the most. It is the ultimate culmination, a universal reckoning that awaits us all. Prepare yourselves, for we are about to witness the raw, unbridled power of the sovereign Creator. Imagine a world, not long after creation, where the goodness God had initially breathed into existence began to suffocate under the weight of human depravity. Genesis 6 paints a chilling picture. The Lord saw how great the wickedness of the human race had become on the earth, and that every inclination of the thoughts of the human heart was only evil all the time. Think about that for a moment. Every inclination only evil all the time. Can you conceive of a world so utterly consumed by darkness, so utterly devoid of righteousness, that its very existence grieved the heart of its Creator? The scripture says God regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled. This wasn't a sudden, impulsive outburst. This was a profound, agonizing sorrow, a lament over a creation that had veered so far from its intended purpose. For 120 years, God's Spirit strove with humanity, his patience stretching to its limit, his warnings resounding through the solitary voice of Noah. Yet they scoffed, they mocked, they continued their descent into irreversible corruption. And then the moment arrived. The patience of the Almighty reached its terrifying conclusion. The heavens opened not with gentle rain, but with an unrelenting torrential deluge. And the fountains of the great deep burst forth, unleashing subterranean oceans upon the land. The very firmament of the earth was torn open. This was not a local downpour. This was a global cataclysm, a terrifying liquid judgment. Imagine the initial shock as the sky unleashed a rain unlike any ever seen. Not drops, but sheets of water, instantly saturating everything. The ground beneath their feet turned to mud, then to churning quicksand as water erupted from beneath. Panic would have surged through them as they ran, their lungs burning from the exertion and the rapidly chilling air. As the waters relentlessly rose, consuming fields, then homes, then the lowest hills, people would have felt the agonizing onset of hypothermia, their muscles cramping, their bodies seizing in the frigid, turbulent water. Every breath became a desperate gamble, their lungs aching for air, only to inhale water. They would have choked, gasped, their vision blurring as their bodies screamed for oxygen. The crushing weight of the water, the overwhelming current, the chilling cold, and the terrifying, inescapable reality of being swept away into the dark, churning abyss would have filled their final moments with an unbearable, suffocating terror. There was no high ground, no hope, only the cold, wet grasp of oblivion. And God wiped out every living thing that was on the face of the earth, from man to livestock to creeping thing to bird of the sky, and they were wiped out from the earth. Only Noah was left and those with him in the ark. Consider the sheer scale of this divine judgment. This wasn't just punishment, it was a purification, a resetting. The earth, once teeming with life, became a vast, silent ocean, testifying to the unyielding consequences of unchecked sin. Could a God of love truly orchestrate such a devastating event? And if so, what does this tell us about the severity of sin in his eyes? What does it reveal about his absolute sovereignty, his willingness to purge what is utterly corrupt for the sake of a righteous remnant and a fresh beginning? Ponder that as we move from a drowned world to a land consumed by fire. The patterns you will see are disturbingly consistent. And now, you've witnessed the first glimpse. A glimpse into the wrath of God. Not as man imagines it, but as the scriptures declare it. This is not the end. This is only the beginning. For what we've uncovered today is just the surface of an anger that burns holy, a justice that shakes nations, and a judgment that cannot be delayed forever. In the next episode, we go deeper into what is to come. So don't stop here. The revelation is unfolding layer by layer, prophecy by prophecy. Subscribe now, like, share, and turn on notifications, because the next part will leave no room for doubt. This is the 11th Hour Revelation channel, where truth is unveiled, and time is running out. See you in episode 2.